morning, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Trisha. I'm a mom of 3 and 2 of our kids are on the autism spectrum. I'm still wearing the same outfit because I was gonna mow and then I got a phone call saying I gotta go get Lucy early from school, about 3 hours early. I was originally going to mow, shower, get things done around the house, and then edit a video and then eventually get Lucy, but that never happened. So I had to rearrange my whole plans and I'm gonna try and mow when Brian's home on lunch, hopefully. Yeah, today's been kind of hectic already. I'm kind of scatterbrained right now. So I was marinating their steaks for the weekend and I forgot Worcestershire sauce. So I went in the store to grab that. And then they had hand sanitizer, so I had to grab that. And then look what else I found. Sour Patch Kids. So, and then the red, white, and blue. So the kids are gonna be super excited about this, and I know I am too. So I know Brian will. I think the flavors are the same. Yeah, I don't know what the flavors are, but yeah, this huge bag was like really cheap, so you know, had to get that. Had to get the essentials. So I gotta go get Lucy in a minute from school, and then she's gonna be home with me crying probably most of the day, so that's gonna be fun. Okay, so I just picked up Lucy. She's doing so good with her potty training. She's went pee on the potty multiple times today. I'll have to look at paperwork to see the exact number, but multiple times. And she's made bowel movements on the toilet a couple times. So she's making a lot of progress there with her potty training at school. I just hope she doesn't throw a fit when we get home again. Like she's been for the past few days, because she doesn't like to leave school. They're doing something over there that she likes to be doing. Yeah, she likes their wagon rides. They do wagons, and we don't have a wagon anymore. We had one, and I, of course, got rid of it and sold it because I didn't think, at the time, a couple years ago, she wanted nothing to do with it, because I sold it probably almost 2 years ago now. It wasn't just recent. Yeah, Lucy's schedule's been kind of all over the place. Last week, she was only at school for 3 days last week because they called on Friday, and then this week, early. And then I got a message from them saying that for next week, they're unsure yet what her schedule's gonna be like, because I guess one of her providers, she has 2 providers, and one of them is going to be out of the office for that week, so they're trying to find coverage for somebody else. Normally, before everything was going on, she might see multiple providers. So what it is they do 2 providers a day. So that means like maybe half of the day she'll be with one provider. That way, then the next provider number 1 then could take her break or lunch or whatever the case might be, or maybe she's off for the day. I'm not sure. And then provider number 2 then would step in. Normally before everything started, so like she might see 2 different people, and then say on Monday, and then Tuesday it could be 2 different people, then Wednesday it could be 2 different people, and then sometimes like they kind of get her used to that because I thought it was a little weird at first, but it makes sense. I guess they want her to get used to being able to respond to commands such as like using PEX cards or different things that they say to her. They want her to respond all across the board. So like, meaning when she goes to school, she'll respond to when the teacher says it. It's not specific just to one person saying it. So that makes sense actually. But since everything's been going on, they have been trying to keep it as consistent as possible with only the same 2 providers for the entire week. So whoever the morning is stays for the morning for the entire week, and the afternoon same thing, just because of everything going on. That way they can kind of do a cross elimination. So if somebody gets sick feeling or whatever, then they can kind of pinpoint who they've been around or that kind of thing. It makes it a little bit easier. And they're wearing N95 masks, so they have to keep their mask on the entire time. And if the kids are able to, then they will, but Lucy's not going to keep a mask on, so they're not requiring the autistic kids to wear a mask, thankfully. If this continues long enough, I'm going to have to work on getting her desensitized with the mask, because we have not even attempted that yet. Kind of like I bought her noise-canceling earmuffs, like the little things that go to the headphones or whatever they're called, and we have not even worked with her yet with that, because I'm trying not to overwhelm her. We're trying to move her bottle or Pediasure to a cup, we're working on PEX system, we're working on potty training, we're working on so many things that I just don't want to overwhelm her with too much, that I usually try to, now that potty training is going pretty good and she's pretty used to that, I may have them throw in something else in there, and like do more other things, because I have to update her. They sent me an email and I have to do an updated treatment plan for her. So the way they work it is over there is about every 3 to 6 months. I think it's every 6 months. Every 3 or 6 months, something like that. They'll do an update treatment plan. So about every 3 or 6 months, whatever that is, you'll kind of discuss with them what you want to work on for those 6 months. What's priority for me for them to work on with her? Because there's certain stuff they're already going to be doing with her. But then there's other things like the potty training and everything else. I don't know if they really would have started that without me actually pushing and saying, hey, we need to work on that. And I think that's a priority. And same thing with the moving off the bottles, getting to cup with straw. I don't know if they actually would have. They probably would have just continued with communication and other things. So I got to figure out, because they sent me an email and I have to fill it out about what I want them to add in next. So I don't know if I want to have them work on like noise canceling earmuffs or what I want to have them add. Because the noise canceling earmuffs would be very, very useful, like if we go somewhere that's noisy and she wants to go there, but it's too noisy for her, you know? She likes a place called Sky Zone, which is basically an indoor trampoline place. The music is pretty loud there, so that would be, she likes going, but it's very noisy for her. So that would be a time that she may want to wear those, you know? Or if we were supposed to get cruise back in May, so we were going to work on this a long time ago with the noise canceling earmuffs, but then the cruise got canceled, so then we just stopped. But if we take a cruise or a plane or anything like that, the noise could be a little bit too much for her. So, or if we go to a restaurant, or because we currently do not go to any dine-in restaurants, even really before everything going on, because she don't like the noise and probably lights, and I don't know, there's probably a lot of things. So the noise canceling earmuffs probably would come in pretty beneficial as a top priority, but I'm gonna have to like talk to Brian and figure out what. Oh, and they're working on brushing teeth as well, because right now we're having trouble getting even a toothbrush even near her mouth. So brushing teeth is really not going so well right now. They're working on it, but I think their main concern right now is like the pecs, and I mean they kind of do a little bit of everything, like every, you know, maybe for 15-30 minutes they'll do this, then 15-30 minutes they'll do that, but like the potty training is an all-day thing that they're doing right now. They'll be working on that for the entire 8 hours, off and on. You know, every 30 minutes go, every hour, whatever it is. Whatever time slot they got, that's what they're going to do. And then, so in between, after, obviously she's not going to spend all day in the bathroom. So in between that, then they would work on with pecs and then using the cup and all sorts of different stuff. So it's kind of interesting how they do it, but they're able to accomplish quite a bit with the amount of time that she goes there for 8 hours. So I'm hoping by the end of this year, we can get her completely off bottles and transitioned over to the cup with straw, like for Pediasure. At least start there. I don't want to completely take away Pediasure yet for her, but that would be a start, is get her off the bottles 100%, get her on that. I would like to get rid of Pediasure and her having her eat food, but I feel like right now that's just an unrealistic expectation, because they are working on feeding as well. But I just think right now it would be too much. I think start with getting them over the cup. Once she gets over the cup, then start like working on more food. They do work on food, but it's not a huge priority yet. Maybe it is, I don't know. I don't know 100% because I can't go there to ask them all these questions sometimes inside. So, well, we're home. So we're back in the car again. We have to go get the boys now. I hope there's not glare from this. I went to Dunkin' because they're having happy hour, and I got the boys a donut, so it's behind this little metal thing. I hope that's not shining in your guys' face, but yeah, so I got them a donut. Lucy went out of the house, got me a coffee. I was able to get the yard mowed as well, and I was able to edit a video, so that should go up today or tomorrow, depending on when I can finish with it. Yeah, that's what we've been up to for the past couple hours. It's Friday night, and a lot of times we cook, but sometimes on Friday nights we just get takeout. We usually try to limit our takeout to once a week, but you know, it's been twice. So we got Mexican. So Kamryn wanted just nachos. And then I got a chicken chimmy. Kamryn got nachos. And then Brian, you can't tell right now, but it's gonna be a carne asada. And then we got the topping dish right here for it. Let's see what Lucy's up to. It's kind of dark in here right now. Hi! She likes to be in the dark. But she's here with her cell phone. It died earlier, so you know, they're fit. She's in our bedroom.
But she thinks this is her bedroom, so, because she sleeps in here. So this kind of is her bedroom. She's got Sophia right there, and then, it's hard to see, but she's got Sophia on the TV as well. Yeah, not much is going on tonight. Cameron's here. Wesley's at his Nana and Grandpa's, which is Brian's parents. They live pretty close by, so Wesley's over there. My parents live out of town, so normally Cameron will go over there, but he didn't want to go for the past few weekends, so what's up?
That was spicy.
Our house is a disaster. We gotta clean tomorrow. But anyways, yep, that's what's going on right now. Morning, it's Saturday morning. So before everything hit, Lucy used to go to swim lessons on Saturday. And they finally opened back up. So today Lucy's going to swim. We're about to take her in a minute. Well, when I say we, I mean me. Brian's gonna stay here and get some things done with Kamryn. But yeah, me and Lucy are about to go to swim lesson. She does a private one-on-one swim lesson. They do groups, but I have it designed for her that she does one-on-one. So that's the kind of swim lessons she does. I feel like swim is a life skill that all kids need to know how to do, because you never know when you're going to need to know how to swim. So we pay for that. We want it to be, since she's nonverbal right now, she's little, we want it to be in a sense if she fell in a pool or she jumped in the pool on her own, she would know how to float or get out of the pool kind of scenario. We're not looking for like breaststroke, backstroke kind of thing. We're just looking for like, survival. Yeah, survival kind of, like how to survive in a sense if she fell in water or something, how to float. So she's been working on different stuff like that. So it'll be fun. She loves the water, so she usually throws a fit to leave because she doesn't want to leave. And the best thing is her swim teacher actually used to be her preschool teacher before we moved her over to ABA. So she's very familiar with the person and she loves it. But honestly, at the end of the day, I don't know. She'd probably get in the water with anybody if they're willing to put her in the water. So I don't really know. I mean, if they're willing to do what she wants, she's willing to go with you. So I'm going to see if I can film at all when I'm in there. But it depends on how many people are in there, because I need to make sure for privacy that I don't get other people or other kids. And then if there's not, if it's just her and her provider, I'll see if I can get any done. But I may not be able to. So I'll see if I can take a picture. I don't know. We've never asked before, so we'll find out. She is ready to go. She's like super ready. She's pulling herself up on the thing now. She wants help. She could do this before all this, like she could do it on her own. She's working on right now, trying to get her to kick is what she's doing, trying to kick. And then she's working on getting her to climb out of the pool as well. It's pretty busy today, and then they got an infant group going, so they're kind of loud. And the next door, which is over here, they have competition swimming, so that's where they hold like for competitions in that building. Trying to get her to kick right now is what she's doing. Alright guys, so Lucy's at swim class. I had to wear the mask when I'm there, so I'm gonna pull down in the bathroom right now. See if it's changed him. But so right now she's working on getting her she's not done this in like 4 months, so kind of back. She's familiar with deep water. She likes deep water, but kind of just getting her, you know, playing in the water. It looks like trying to teach her to kick, get out of the pool. Basically, like meaning get to the edge of the pool, then learn how to get out and all that stuff. So it's what it looks like so far. I'll have to ask her at the end, but yeah, I'm gonna leave Lucy alone for a little bit because sometimes she gets distracted when I'm there, and then she starts paying attention to me instead of like what her teachers want her to do. So yeah.
Ready to do this, Kamryn?
Did you get explained in?
Yeah. So, Kamryn is going to end up mowing the lawn today. It's time for him to learn some life skills, you know, things that he's going to need to know. 12 years old, he could start helping out around this house just a tad bit. Another reason he's going to be mowing is because he ended up making a few charges to our credit card on Hulu. So it's not really punishment, it's character building. So we'll get right into this. Building up a sweat yet, Cam? So one thing I didn't state was Kamryn needs to learn the value of $1. People do jobs like this for like 10 bucks an hour in our general area. So him spending that $70 on Hulu, it was like a whole day's worth of work for us. So this is just a lesson learned, that's all it is.
Okay, so Brian's finishing mowing for me because I did most of it this week, but it's just a lot with having so much yard. I had to break it up in sections, and it's just a lot. So Brian's finishing that up, and well, I think he's out there at least. Anyways, I noticed when I was looking back at the footage that Brian said Kamryn charged our card $70. It was not $70, it was $180. What it is that we had Hulu, and we have like a $6 plan per month is what we had at the time, and he upgraded our plan to a $70 plan per month, and he did that for 2.5 months. So the first month he did it was a prorated for $40, and then 2 months after that was for $70. So I'm getting reimbursed for the 2 months, but I'm not able to get reimbursed for all of it. So I was not able to get reimbursed for Lucy. I was not able to get reimbursed for, she's over there on the couch whining her phone died, but I was not able to get reimbursed for $40 worth, so he still had money, so he paid us that back, and we're having him do chores to basically prove a point that, first off, it's stealing. Second off, well, we have cable, so I don't know why he upgraded our channel, because the Hulu that he upgraded to was basically cable. We already have cable, so he basically made us have where we had 2 cables. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I don't personally watch Hulu, so I didn't notice. And normally I'm pretty good about looking at our bank account and everything else, but I just overlooked it and I didn't notice. So, and then I noticed a couple days ago when I logged in, I was like, hold up a second. And then I'm like backdating, and I was like, wait. So I called the company, and that's when I found out. So he charged our card back in May for all this. So I think he thought he got away with it, but it was going to catch up to him sooner or later, because I check our bank all the time. Somehow I overlooked this. I don't know how, but yeah, so it was now $70. It was $180. Huge difference. Not only that, but Kamryn is aware that he's not supposed to be pressing OK and charging things without our permission. The only reason why he did that, or the only way he was capable of doing that, is our card is linked to it. When he hit it, it asked him to upgrade it, and it asked, are you sure? Yes. Are you sure again? Like, it asked him multiple times, and he agreed every single time to upcharge our account. Knowing, it said that there was a amount. It said, you know, it's going to be upcharged to this amount, and are you okay with that? Blah, blah. So he was aware. I don't know if he thought it was a one-time fee or what he thought, but at the end of the day, he still didn't come to ask me, and he should have. He knows better than that. He doesn't just buy things on his computer without asking, so it's no different. So at the end of the day, he needs to learn that in the real world, this would be considered theft or credit card fraud, depending on how it gets worded, but he just doesn't understand the value of a dollar. He thinks money literally grows on trees. He doesn't understand anything because he's told me in the past multiple times, like, certain things are just not a lot of money, like, oh, $100 ain't that much money, or this and that, and I'm like, for a 12-year-old, yeah, it is. Like, so sometimes to him, certain things just is not a lot of money when most kids it would be. And I don't know why he thinks that, because our other son that's 8 knows that $100 is a lot of money. So I don't know. I think it's the autism he just doesn't fully understand, but he does kind of. He understands enough. He knew to at least ask, and he didn't do that. That's where he failed, is that he knew he was supposed to ask. And if he did not understand things, he also knows, even in school, that he's supposed to ask questions. You don't just assume things. Okay, well, not much is going on this weekend. We didn't really do anything today, so.
Hung up the curtains.
Yeah, we hung up curtains. I guess
That's
you can turn on the light with us. Yeah, we hung up the curtains for the living room. We're probably gonna get another curtain, but it actually fits. It just, you can't tell right now. We got one there. We'll probably get 2 panels, but it does fit with the one. It just, right now, it's slided past. It's the same as the dining room now. So, yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.